Hi again, everyone. I'm Olliemathews. This is Societal Narcissism. This video is sponsored by contribution from Ruth. Before I get to Ruth's video, please go to the description box and click on the Rumble link. I ask everybody to watch over on Rumble as I'm still monetized there, and it'll help with the channel greatly. On to Ruth's video. Ruth sent in, and I'm sorry I didn't get to any videos this morning. I got a massive migraine, and it just went away, and I'm just about to go to bed, and I just got this, and I'm like, this is some boomer red meat. Let me address this now, because it's not going to be a very long one, but boy is it good. So I got this over on X, and if you're not following me on X, you should. I got this over on X. I don't know if it's Ruth is Grandma Zoomy. I don't think so, but maybe. Some of the recruiting letters my husband's parents withheld from him until he was 24 because we didn't want to have to travel far. We didn't want to have to travel far to home meets, and you aren't that smart anyway. I was there when they handed him these open letters. He was national champion in high school. He could have gone anywhere. Who does that to their kid? Boomers who hate their children. Boomers who want you to know, yeah, we ruined your life. Yeah, we destroyed your dreams. They want you to know that. Why would they do that at 24? So they know you. They want you to know the control they have over your life. They had over your life. And what are you going to do about it? They want you to know. They're taunting you. They're always taunting you. They can't help themselves. They can't. Excuse me, I got to put an L in. He passed advanced physics later on, by the way. He is incredibly intelligent. I'm constantly re-forgiving them. Well, if you're re-forgiving them, that means this dude, he still has them in their life. Cornell University, that's garbage. Yale, West Point, Columbia, Marquette. What do you do? Like, what do you do? And you keep these boomers in your life. It's unbelievable. And they show it to him at 24 when it's too late to do anything about it. They want him to know. Oh, how do you keep him in your life? So Ruth sent this in. I mean, this was going to be a short one. But I clicked down on the thread, and this was a reply to this Lou from Alaska. If you have transactional wounded boomers in your life who take no accountability but also feel victimized by their own choices, I want you to know I'm praying for you today extra special. It's a wonder any of them passed astronomy class, as it defies physics, as they're all the center of the universe simultaneously. That is really good. It's a wonder how any of them passed astronomy class, as it defies physics that they're all the center of the universe simultaneously. I'm going to have to memorize that. That is a great line. Next time you're arguing a boomer doing boomer stuff, and you look at them like, how did you pass astronomy? Like, it's unbelievable, because it defies physics, because you're all the center of the universe at the same time. It's wild. It's wild. And she says again, don't spiral, Brenda. You're the center of the galaxy, not the sun. Ignore all those scientists. It's a lie. You cause the tides with how important you are. So obviously this Lou for Alaska is talking. Brenda's must be her mother. We aren't moving through space at the speed of light. We're merely orbiting the periphery of your fucking ego. What a terrible post. Butsy, yeah, boomer. Boomer, so Butsy's not happy. Nice flags. Not, it's not the video we're having. Of course it is. It's always personal, but it's not personal. Of course it is. Of course it is. I'm a boomer. I'm tired of all the constant insults. Oh boy, it looks like there's a dog pile on this boomer. This is what I'm trying to tell everybody. You got to get on X. I mean, like the dog piles are great. Let's look at this. I didn't even see this. If you don't feel victimized by your own choices, then she wasn't talking to you. Have you tried pulling on your bootstraps and getting over it? And the rest of us are just tired of boomers. Lady, I've browsed a few of your posts and you're only getting insulted because you're a boomer. Count yourself lucky. Perhaps your generation shouldn't have been so coddled and completely short-sighted. If you're the exception, then don't worry about it. The problem is all of us can name someone in the demographic who fits this to a T. I'm tired of the millennial insults, but damned if the most of them aren't true. I do believe it is the boomer tradition to say, suck it up, buttercup. Irish Karen making it about her, go figure. Be the change you want to see in the world. I have more to insult you about than being a boomer. Okay, boomer, if you're not the transactional wounded type, though, then she wasn't talking about you. Then, let's see, talk to your fellow boomers and remind them if you want to be thought of, do better. My greatest generation grandma taught me that. Have you ever tried treating people the way you wish to be treated and not making everything about yourself? If the boot fits, I'm tired of what you did to my country. We know you're a boomer. We could see, yep, okay, boomer. Really just proved the whole point. And on it goes. And on it goes. So, and people, just a reminder, you kids won't be getting an inheritance, so you might want to take that third job you were wondering about. Also, your father and I just got one of these so we could go have some fun. We'll be gone the next 5 years. Yep, pretty much. My father's wife kept the ledger of how much I cost when I was a teenager. My husband actually paid this debt when we first married to keep the peace. She had a ledger on my brothers too, but they never paid. As I'm sure it surprises no one, she did not do this with her own biological children. That's not the worst of these stories that I have since I'm an adult child of alcoholics, but it is the one that seems to shock the most people. My father has passed away, but he also told me that once he felt embarrassed among his peers to have so many grandchildren. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Dad. God, they're awful. God, they're awful. The center of universe boomers. When I was 16, my mom and stepdad boomers decided to move into a one-room cabin in Goldstream, Arkansas. We had an outhouse and a bucket for a shower. I was at the prime of my teenage years, and that's what they wanted to do, so I had no choice. No accountability. My bio dad in the lower 48 had a heart attack, so 1 month after the move to the cabin, my mom shipped me off to him to get to know him better, she said at the time. I'm 51 now, Gen Xer like me. Now, I'm 51 now, and the other day I called her out on shipping me off at 16, and she said that was my choice, meaning I chose to be shipped off from the only parents I'd ever known. I didn't feel welcome then, and I don't feel welcome now either. I mean, you millennials, this is what I'm talking about how Gen X was just tossed aside and neglected. And then when you confront these boomers, they deny it and they say, no, it was your choice. Ugh. 79%, man. Center of the universe and no accountability. My dad, born 1946, true boomer, was living in Dayton, Ohio with his girlfriend, a small, smoky apartment where I was not really wanted. I ended up living with my grandmother for a year and a half in Kentucky until my mom whisked me off in the middle of my senior year to Florida to finish my high school degree because that's where she wanted to be during the cold Alaska winters. Oh, Alaska, not Arkansas. I'm sorry. Sorry, it's late. The cold Alaska winter. Oh, God, an Alaska cabin with an outhouse? Jesus Christ. Oh, fucking. All about them, center of the universe at all times. And she wanted me with her. When we got there, she couldn't enroll me because I wasn't 18 yet. She didn't have my birth certificate or anything to prove I was her child, so they wouldn't let me enroll. So I just wasted months until we went back to Alaska and I finished high school through correspondence courses. Yeah, I gave up high school, which I really enjoyed, for the mental misdealings of my boomer mother. I've never had a high school reunion, but I'm not broken up over that anymore since I hardly remember anyone. I went many, many, many schools I attended throughout my formative years anyway. I'm broken up over ever entrusting my parents. Nothing's changed, and it's only worse now that they're nearing the end of life. And I've talked about this. Death doesn't absolve them, and especially not the boomer. They made their bed. Let them die in it. They made their bed. Let them die in it. Like, I wasn't going to go this far down. I didn't, like, but this is just like the stories that used to get written into me on the channel. I need more of these. There are 1,000 examples like this based on my parents being boomers, but it's all in the past, and the moment I realized how young and stupid they were back then, I forgave them. Oh, bullshit, dude. Bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. That fucking young, that young and stupid, they knew better. They knew better. You knew better. You knew better. Why didn't they? Stop it. This got in right into me. I'm just finding this out of nowhere on Twitter right now. Forgave them. They don't even. You said they won't even acknowledge what they did. They said it was your choice, and you forgave them because they were young and stupid back then. But they're lying now. You're 51. You said you confronted them at 48. That's 3 years ago. They're lying now. So what's so now they're just old and stupid. Bad reason to forgive them, man. No, they did this deliberately because they wanted to, because they were selfish. But they still behave like they're the center of the universe, and it can be trying. Of course they do. Of course they do. They're boomers. It's even worse now. But I can't change them. I can only change how I react to them. Why you're reacting to them at all at this point is beyond me. Dude, you are abusing yourself by having anything to do with this. Anything. My word. Come on, man. I'm 52. Like, I get it. I get it, man. I was raised by the same type of boomers you were. Holy Lord. There's only one other. I'm going to drop the video when this is done in his comment. He'll definitely say it. People who promote generational stereotypes are no better than those who promote racial or gender stereotypes. There are good boomers and bad boomers, useful Gen Xers and useful Gen Xers, etc. Yeah. The problem is the majority of it is an 80. It's an 80-20 split and the bad is the 80 for the boomers. Like I say, the 79%. That chart, the 79% chart, the boomers say they're going to take it all with them and they're not going to share. And it's like, it sucks if you're part of the 21%, but boy, does your generation taking the 80% just rules it. So I don't know how much. I'm not going to go any further down here. I think this is, I think I've gone on pretty long here. 'Cause I did not expect to find that. I saw a couple of the comments. I came down. I saw a couple of comments. I'm like, okay, so I'll get into this. So this will be interesting. This will be some boomer red meat that you guys enjoy. But what is this guy's name? All right, I'm sorry. Doctor, is it DVR? Listen, my man, because I hope you're going to see this, because I'm going to put this in here. Listen, there is no reason to forgive your parents. You have no, they didn't ask for it. The young and stupid doesn't work because they're still denying it today. Your mother said it was your choice. So where's the young and stupid? They're not even saying they're young and stupid. You're just looking for a reason to forgive them. And that's not real forgiveness. Only you know whether or not you've forgiven them on the inside. And I don't know how, because this is something that you're just it's going to eat at you, because it's still eating at you, because they're still driving you insane. So, the levels that this generation will go to screw over their kids, and especially Gen X. Especially Gen X. Look at this. And then they gave this woman's husband these letters when he was 24. Just when it's just too late. You're done, and like, now what? Now what is he going to do at 24? Oh, yeah, now you're stuck. Now you're stuck. And it's not even like 24 is old, but you've just put in all this work. And now you got this degree, and now you're 24, and because you don't know, and the boomer knows you don't know, and they just keep controlling you. They get off on it. This is why you don't forgive them later in life. This is why. Because they do this shit to screw up your future deliberately. So why are you doing anything to make their future any better? Why? For yourself, you can tell yourself that, but no. Not when you're assigning them a validation for why it happened, like, oh, well, they were young and stupid, or there wasn't a book, or like dude, they're still lying to you. This woman's husband, they're shoving it in his face, and he's still talking to her. Like, and if she sees it, I don't think this is Ruth. If it is, Ruth, you got to get your husband away if it's you. If not, if this is just somebody she found, if she sees it, she might if I post the link, but if she sees it, you got to tell your husband, listen, this got to stop. Because if they'll do that to you, she'll do that to her own kid. What will she do to your kids, to the grandkids? Dangerous. Oof. Boomers, man. They want you to know they destroyed your life. They want you to know. So, that's why. This one's wild. All right. So thank you to Ruth for the contribution and the thread. I really appreciate it. It was really interesting. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with either the Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and email links in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. Also, be sure to subscribe to both my channels on Rumble. If you haven't watched on Rumble, please do. Even if you just click on the video, it helps. Subscribe to me here on X and Telegram as well. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Societal Narcissism. Take care, everyone.